Talk to us.
Mic check. I can't hear shit.
Oh,
That's why. That's why, because I had the volume down, so I probably could hear something with the other one. Everybody can hear now.
Yeah.
4, you are. Who is? How you hear yourself?
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
Everybody's volume.
Talk
good?
to me nice.
Yeah, so y'all heard, I put together a little female track thing, and I'm gonna put together another one probably for each episode, the ladies or whatnot.
Facts.
I'm gonna try to have some fun with it, man. We're gonna try to have some fun today. If y'all will engage with me, I'm gonna hook up this phone and we're gonna make a beat from scratch, and we're gonna have a little fun. All right?
All right. Shit, we here. We're gonna put bro back in his prime.
Broke back? What's that?
no,
Right.
bro,
That's what I heard
back
too. I
in
was like,
his
what the fuck?
prime.
Y'all need to get y'all hearing.
Back
All right.
in his
Gone.
prime.
Now, look, now I'm not making nothing from scratch. All right, these are all loops. I ain't make nothing of shit.
Right.
This is an app. All right, it's just having fun with it.
Oh,
okay?
no,
Disclaimer.
Right?
You know,
I'm not trying to take no credit for what is unearned. All right.
What you
Right.
mean?
All right.
It's the industry.
Stop, please. We don't have to contribute to that.
All right.
You're right.
All right. Little bass.
Oh, West Coast bop.
You feel me? When I was 14, I got raped.
Please.
Sharp episode. Sharp episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds like
Yeah,
Bay
it
Area type.
It definitely does.
Top player on.
That Kendrick.
No.
No,
Larry June and goddamn shit like that. Real players. That's the Bay Area.
Listen, my gold spoke wheels as they gleam on by. I got these girls looking at me, flirting and they fly.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
hey. Putting baby in the stomachs like it's birthday cake. I say, hey,
hey.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
hey.
I fuck with that right now.
Look at that.
Ooh, do you hear that?
How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Everybody have a great Friday?
Everything's lovely.
Yeah, I had to take a nap.
Well, I
Gotta
did
take a
too.
nap.
Nah, I just woke up from one.
I woke up about 5 something. I woke up about 5 something this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I had a full day of work. Got my kids, got dinner, went to the store, got a little something for later.
Yeah.
And then I had to come home, take a shower, get dressed. And then I had to meet the guys to come up here.
Well, I
Righteous.
appreciate y'all coming through.
Oh, yeah.
You my brother, man.
Damn show
Bro,
too.
we gon'
So look, let's take it away into a trivia night. Have a little fun with you guys.
let's do what it do.
I gotta turn all these beats off though.
Wait a minute, let's
We are
see.
all. We're not. None of us Gen X's. We all millennials, right?
Yeah.
right.
Facts.
Right. All right. All right.
See the look in my face. No, I ain't trying to talk. Big ol' on my waist. It modify how I walk. Smoke a lead to the face. The smoke like it costs. Really take me to space like the physics and law. But still, this ambition got me self-driven, no automotive. And I'm moving so managed cause I was hell-given as a child, I told you. But I digress. I swallow my pride and stress. Cause my past won't leave my future. Might as well get it off my chest. And you know what's best? How my life has changed since I picked up that mic. I'm doing better with my time. I'm in the stew through the night. Could be like old times. I make that mans wanna fight. Yeah, I'm cheating death if I take a chance on my wife. But that's my honesty. You gotta love my modesty. You gotta love my vibe. Cause ain't no one like me. Yeah, that's the God of me. I say the word, here come your girl, home girl, old girl.
You can read better than me too, because that was.
Oh, God.
I was struggling
That's
last
just
episode.
hilarious.
Jesus.
I couldn't read for
Breakfast
shit.
Club.
Not Justin hilarious. Okay.
I thought it was Josh. But hey.
Oh, yes, Josh. All right, so. Name 3 of the 5 members of NSYNC.
I only know one.
Who? What,
Justin
Justin
JT?
Timberlake in there?
Justin
Yes.
Timberlake.
Yeah.
The lead singer.
Yay!
Just Justin Timberlake.
Snaps to y'all.
That's it to me.
Oh,
But oh,
That's
see,
all
I was
I know.
gonna say a Carter, but
No.
Aaron Carter was part of brother was part of Backstreet Boys.
yes, he
Yeah.
was.
I can't remember the rest of them. Damn, they went.
I don't know.
Okay, so hint, although this probably wouldn't help you guys, is that actually the letters in NSYNC, they actually make up the last letter in each of the members' first names.
Yeah, that don't help.
Oh, that's what it's coming with?
That's crazy.
Well, you know what? I give that hint to the audience and just give you guys a little time to try to guess that hint.
Everybody.
Do I give you the answer? I mean, I already know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Oh
I have
God,
no
that is sad. I wish I had another woman here.
I have no
So
idea.
you guys got Justin Timberlake, who he was just, I guess, a little pretty boy. Okay, let's not claim he was the fucking lead
Face of
singer.
it.
Okay,
Okay.
he was the face, but the lead singer he was not. That goes to JC. Okay,
That's his promise.
listen.
Like when-
Okay, and then we had Joey Fatone, and then Chris
That's the fat one.
and Lance.
See, I remember the Hanson brothers more than them.
Okay, all right.
I don't know NC or Backstreet
Oh,
Boys fuckers.
I don't know.
I love
don't know.
NSYNC, but
All
I
right.
knew Backstreet Boys. I knew more of them than I did. I just knew JT.
Backstreet, back, all right.
Hey.
JC Penney sales this weekend on Labor Day.
Right.
Listen, name the duo that starred in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh fuck, Jim Carrey and another J.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it
another
is.
job. I just
Yes,
can't
it
say.
is.
I can't-
Dunbar.
No.
Dunham.
No,
Dude.
it is. It's a JD.
Yep.
It is a JD.
GED getting closer.
Huh?
Yeah,
Fuck you mean? I don't know.
I can't.
Jason.
I can't remember his
Jonathan,
name.
Gerald. That's a G.
Depending on who's
Jeff.
Jesus. Oh, Jeff. Dunham.
No.
Dunham.
Dun. I don't know.
Daniels.
Daniel.
Jeff,
Oh.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
Where has he been doing?
Okay, so we're gonna do one more from this card. This is the millennial verb for growing up and being responsible.
Adult.
It's a
Mature.
Oh,
Okay, but what is the verb of that?
Adulting.
There we go.
okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look,
Yeah,
look, little high school diploma GD working.
Yeah. I thought mature was it though. I really did.
I ain't understand the question.
It's okay,
How
brother.
you didn't
It's
understand
all right.
the question, salutatorian?
Damn, I don't know.
All right, let's see. Okay. In what 1993 movie would you hear the line, "You're killing me, Smalls"?
Oh, that's
Godfather.
Sandlot.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Sandlot. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Sandlot.
Damn.
Binger.
All right. Let's see.
I didn't even put that together.
In the early 2000s, what type of connection was replaced by broadband?
Oh.
AT&T.
No. He was better. You were on the right track.
Wi-Fi?
No,
Oh.
before that. What was before
Dial-up.
that?
Ethernet.
There we go.
Oh.
Dial up.
Dial-up.
He got that one.
Cause you get on
Get
that
on the
phone,
phone,
I'm finna
yeah.
fight. We finna fight,
Yeah,
cuz.
fucking
You
shit up.
get on that phone. You pick that phone up anytime, boy. We finna fight.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't like none of those. Ooh, okay. The Baja Men had us all woofing and asking this question.
Who let the dogs out?
There we go.
That's it. That was
Who
it.
let that one? Yeah.
That was it. That was a song too.
Hey, y'all know that song they was talking about ugly chicks.
That's that
Good.
song we was going out getting hyped up with the
Ooh, let
nights
the
out and shit.
dogs out.
I'm going to
Ooh.
get some pussy.
All right. This is very millennial coded.
Okay.
When Facebook started, only people with this type of email address could join.
AOL.
No.
Gmail.
No.
Yahoo.
No.
MySpace.
No.
Tinder.
MySpace.
Jesus.
Okay, think dot.
Com.
No.
Net.
How did okay? Y'all don't know how Facebook first started.
Fuck no.
No.
When Facebook first started, of course, it was started by Mark Zuckerberg and all his little friends or whatever. But when Facebook first started, it literally started as a social media group or site for college students.
You had to have a
Right.
college email.
And that would be
Harvard.
Shit.
dot.
.org. Oh,
Or that's what I said. That's what I know.
No, that's
Say
for organization.
EDU.
Thank you.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Damn.
EDU.
Y'all are embarrassing.
I ain't never been a college.
Hey, I'm not finna sit here. Hey, my mind don't be thinking about it.
Y'all are embarrassing. Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on. You know what? Maybe I am gonna go. Let's go for some Gen X real quick, because y'all.
We can try something. Let's do it.
Let's try some Gen X. Hold on.
Hey, someone said went to college.
Yeah.
We grew up in this era, but we're gonna try some Gen X. Okay, hold on.
But I did go to college.
Congratulations.
Some college. I heard
College
about that.
Station.
College Park.
All right. Listen. Oh. When the Fresh Prince lived in Philadelphia, where did he spend most of his
Playgrounds. Motherfucker,
There
playgrounds.
you go.
Oh,
There you
damn.
go.
days?
Playgrounds.
Playground.
Playgrounds.
Yes. Okay.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Who became the artist formerly known as due to a contract dispute with Warner Brothers?
Prince.
There we go.
Damn.
I ain't know none of that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Because
what
they
the fuck was
because
talking
he
about.
they own his name.
Yeah.
He turned it to a symbol.
He turned it to a symbol, and then he was the artist formerly known as Prince,
And
because they owned the rights to his name, because his name ended up being like his straight, you know what I'm saying, like his stage name.
Yeah.
And so they owned the rights to his stage name.
Damn.
And so
Some
because
Michael
he
Jackson
wanted
shit.
right, because he wanted to get out of that contract, he didn't want to be with them
Right.
no more. But they were like, well, we
Own you.
You know what I'm saying? So he became a symbol, which was that
Formerly
little symbol
known as
that he
Prince.
did.
That's how
And
I
then
say it.
when you would talk to him or call him or whatever, you would have to say the artist formerly known as Prince.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Hey, another one is he the reason why we got bundles and why the labels like try to take all of that, because he did it. He started it
Damn.
on iTunes. He was the first person to do it.
Prince is the man.
All right.
That's why they killed
What does it mean
Okay.
to diss someone?
To
Disrespect.
disrespectful.
Yes, to be insulting or disrespectful. All right, let me see if I can. I might trip y'all up with this one.
Is that's a
Name the Soviet counterpart to the CIA, which deeply embedded its agents in the U.S. during the Cold War.
FBI.
No, on the Soviet side. What were the Soviets?
KGB.
The KGB. All right, so y'all do know more of the.
Hey.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's try another Gen X card. Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see.
Y'all feeling good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
All
I'm
right,
here
all right.
with no fear.
Here we go.
Y'all aren't gonna know that. I love it.
We're back live.
Welcome back
That's
to
what I
Saturday
feel
Night
like.
Live.
We here on
here
Friday
you go.
night
I love
site.
it. Y'all are silly.
Mario's falling off a cliff.
Hey, he need to leave that bitch alone.
Oh, okay. In the 1970s, what advertising slogan was spoken after someone smacked themselves in the head? Like
Just do it.
Just do.
no.
Oh, V8.
Yeah,
What was the slogan? What's the whole?
should have had a V8.
There we go.
Yeah. That should have had a V8. That's like got milk.
But my grandma used to have that shit in the hen house. Boy, I used
Yeah.
to hate that shit.
Them tomatoes suck.
Yeah, that shit suck.
It did. That was such a like.
But let you be high and be parched and then you don't want no water. But you
right.
gonna donate.
I remember we had like a fruity smoothie place called Planet Smoothie in Athens.
Yeah.
I remember playing.
remember
this
playing
movie.
And it was
Smoothie.
real fresh about that shit though. I never knew why they went out of business, because like it was a smoothie place. They did a lot of fresh, kind of like tropical smoothie over in North Augusta.
I fuck with tropical
That's some
smoothie.
good shit, man.
But I don't think it's like a heavy thing. Smoothies really is. Or like
No, I think it's
You gotta really want it.
Smoothie in that motherfucker.
Yeah, they got some good healthy
They got
food
some-
in there. I ain't fucking with the food.
well, I'm talking about
I
like
fuck with
stand.
the food.
I'm talking about like
Fuck that
stand.
flatbread
They
shit.
got some. They are.
Rocket, we too flat already.
Well, still.
We too flat already, man.
Hell yeah, but that food be hitting it now. I ain't gonna lie.
And
I had one of their sandwiches. That shit do hit.
I like because I get I like the smoothies because I get the whey. I'll get the whey and the protein in it, and it don't taste
Yeah.
like no powder or nothing like that.
got
It's
the
real,
collagen.
I gotta try. I never had a smoothie before.
it's real good.
I gotta try it one day.
I got the collagen mixed with the
You've
energy.
never had a smoothie?
They got one in the
Like
mall
I've never
too,
been
I
on a
think
plane before.
I've heard good things about at the food court.
I'm scared to try any other smoothie place. I fuck with tropical smoothie.
That's some good. That's some good shit though. It really
You
is.
said what the other one you go?
I've heard things. I haven't tried it in the mall, but they say in the mall
That
there's
shit be
one.
hit. They be jumping. I be seeing that shit. I be like, what the fuck is so
Yeah.
goddamn? What the fuck is up with this shit?
Yeah, but them smoothies, man, it's a real healthy way to get some nutritions and vitamins. And,
I be hearing that too.
If your
Good stuff.
appetite ain't big or if you're trying to lose weight,
yeah,
I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the tropical smoothie. 'Cause that's like, but the one in the mall, I work in the mall, so
try it. Let me know what it say. You want to do one more before we wrap up the trivia?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to millennial and see if y'all can
All right.
redeem yourselves as millennials.
I ain't got no hope for it.
Me neither.
I ain't got no hope.
Okay. For the first time in history, this service allowed sharing of MP3 files, but eventually was shut down because of copyright infringement.
Spotify.
No,
LimeWire.
What is the first thing we started downloading shit on?
Daft Punk.
Computer.
No, what's it called? Line what? Not
iTunes?
AOL.
No,
No.
what's it called? Fuck.
Hold on. Say
It starts
what?
with an N.
Napstar.
Oh, Napstar.
Napstar.
Yeah,
Because that dude who's
Napster.
doing Robot Chicken, he created Robot Chicken, is the one who was a part of creating that.
Okay.
Okay.
What's his name? Fuck, Jeff Green or something like that, or something.
Bezos.
I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
You need to leave.
Only Jeff I know.
Gonna beef it up.
Reality TV became globally popular in the late 1990s with this show where people competed to be the last on the island.
The Bachelor.
Survivor.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, what was that?
What
I thought there was
is wrong?
On the island, cuz.
My bad. My bad. I was thinking about Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, gee, in the 1990s?
That's when that one threw me out.
How about to say Survivor or Jersey Shore?
Last one standing. Got
Now, hold on, what was that other one? Call it? Well, no, the one where they all had to be
Real World?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
At Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I remember Dave Chappelle had reacted one of
There
them.
was another reality TV show too that was wild. I
The
forget.
Kardashians was
On MTV.
Yeah, it was before Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I know
back
exactly
in the
what
day,
you're
I
talking
forget
about.
you
what-
talking about
It was just stupid shit. They was just doing
Big Brother? No, I ain't.
It was before Big Brother, I think.
Yeah.
There was one that
My
started.
daddy used to watch Survivor like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was like his
Survivor was like
hospital.
I know was definitely one of the like forerunners, but damn, I'm trying to.
Well, speaking of, what was the companion show to Real World that followed strangers in an RV as they traveled and competed in challenges?
How to Catch a Predator.
Bruh, I'm a pop you. I'm a pop you because I know you just doing this shit on purpose. Like it would come on together. It was Real World and
Rob.
I hate you. I hate all of
Next,
you.
next. No, let me stop.
No,
I don't know. They followed you around,
Damn.
man.
Y'all remember Real
Different
World
Strokes?
Road Rules?
I don't remember
It was
that.
that.
oh my god.
That's some
Are y'all
millennial shit.
millennials?
I don't know.
You got to understand what we probably paid attention
I don't
to.
know what the years are, but I'm 91.
Okay.
I'm 90.
Yeah, we might be Gen X.
Tion T-Boz Watkins, Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
TLC.
and- thank you.
Ooh,
All right.
so I creep.
And
Yeah, keep it on the dollar.
what was the millennial doing if they were ROFL?
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Yes.
Damn, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I knew laugh.
I'm not
my
gonna
ass
cap.
off.
It took me a long time to even understand every
Acronym.
Yeah, as a kid then, because I didn't like being on the phone.
All right. What African American actress became the first to win a Best Actress Oscar for her work in 2001's Monsters Ball?
Felicia. Oh,
Halle Berry.
Thank you.
Damn.
It took her to get fucked to get the
Goddamn
goddamn
right.
I can make you feel good. Don't you
I
want to
can make you
feel good?
Make you feel good.
Hey, there's one, Cyber Shark or whatnot, Cyber something. She was a movie in back in the day. Sexy ass Halle Berry. That's when I first seen Halle Berry.
She never was sexy.
It was a cyber attack like type of thing, and she was like undercover.
I like that shit.
Yeah,
Y'all want to do one final one?
yeah.
Sure.
What minty candies were known as the Fresh Maker?
Try that.
Mentos.
Please. Thank you. I wasn't even done, but you're right.
Is that it? Oh shit, that's the only
it
thing
was.
I knew. I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna say Tic Tac next.
Damn.
I really hate y'all. Oh my God.
Hey. Well, thank you for being just there and giving us the readings, because
Hey.
You know,
I'd have messed
as you
that
can
up.
see, we don't pay
I'm
attention to
sorry.
things in life.
Yeah.
I don't know where y'all were. I don't know
Outside.
what y'all- No, you wasn't.
Outside.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
Outside.
past the lights being on. Past
Everything
the
you
lights.
talking about, you got to be in the house to hear.
So, fellas, man, we got this together. I'm glad everybody came. We all got to go to the Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Yes, sir.
I want to dive into y'all's thoughts, y'all's feelings, the experience. The
Rocket
fun.
made it on the one of the reels
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Black Effect. Did you see
He
that
did.
shit?
What's that?
He made it on one of the reels.
So the,
Oh, no, I didn't see.
the official Black
Hell yeah.
Effect
Shout- yeah.
Instagram, the official Black Effect Instagram had put a reels up in regards to their behind the scenes. So they were doing a behind the scenes reel or whatever, and Rocket made it into the last scene of that thing where he was greeting Charlamagne, and that's funny because it's the only non celebrity that's in that reel.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Facts.
Well, really, they just don't know yet.
Yeah, you know.
They got all
They didn't
celebrities in
see
there.
me do my air quotes. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have air quoted that.
Yeah, because they got him like when he was
air-quoted
walking up to Charlamagne when we was doing to take the pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, look at that. Look at that.
Look at it right now.
Yeah,
You
look
ain't
at
had to
it.
put. You ain't had to say all that. Now. So you can't even just keep it P.
I was telling him what it like.
Hey,
What
well,
the,
we got a lot of love there. You got to get up on stage.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I ain't know.
Yeah.
I ain't-
Yeah, they could have left with a little threesome now.
Hey, I could no, bro. I could have left with all of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Pin their hand to the
Well,
cross.
because y'all, you see, I
Shortcut
wish
ended
y'all
up-
would have saw me in the back there with him. Now that's where it really was turned because it's
Slapping
like,
ass.
but down there they was willing to bend over for a nigga.
Nah.
Oh my God!
Like-
Short guy. Okay, all right. Now we want some of
Drinker
these
Gates
girls to
was
see
back
this
there
stuff.
now.
Don't-
You ain't
don't
finna
do
put that
Don't
on
do
Drinker.
Right.
Hey.
I will say though, you don't have to cap because I will say though, you really were the talk of the fucking. You were the talk of the town after you got off stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After the women actually heard what you had to say and how you presented yourself as a man. I'll tell you, they was talking about you in the bathroom. It was like, oh my God, I like him, and they was all talking about how you could dress.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh my God, he has style, and I like him. I like what he said. I like how he presented himself.
Yeah.
That other nigga just
Don't bust it open.
Hey, you know what's
my
crazy?
God. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
You know what was crazy about that?
Dove in.
Hey, if y'all would understand, especially with the peer pressure, right? Peer pressure person right here, bro.
Uh-huh.
If y'all would understood,
That nigga pushed him on.
Yeah, yeah.
Going up there.
Going up there.
Yeah.
Get your ass up there.
Cause look,
Cause
at
they
first,
damn sure was about to. They was trying to pick somebody else. Short guy just walked his.
That shit
tapped
was
me on the
funny
ass
as
right on in,
hell
yo.
because when you walk down for everybody don't know what we talking about. They played a game. It was
Good
the
Mom,
Good Mom's
Horrible-
Bad
bad
Choices.
decisions.
Yeah,
Or
bad
choices.
choices. Yep.
Good Mom's Bad
Bad
Choices.
Choices.
So they been posting
podcast.
it too, boy.
And
Yeah.
they played like a matchmaker game.
Right.
And they brought a woman on stage and two men. And Short Guy was one of the guys that went up there.
Shout
now
out.
the other guy,
Now she didn't see these two guys prior. She's like,
No, she saw the first one. She saw the first one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm the surprise yet again. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't see me at
Yeah.
all.
But that was the setup, though. It was
Yeah, it was a
surprise.
setup, little matchmaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And now I was just that's pretty much it. But
Hey.
Short Guy had one of the hosts holding the mic, and Drinker Gates was holding the mic for the other guy. Other guy, he was just too thirsty for Drinker.
Oh
Hey.
my! And hey, I was barking from the crowd.
I did not see. You know what crazy? Because you had to put it like you repeated it so much, it was in my head. Just go up there. So I'm not even aware of what's around me. or
That
somebody
shit was
getting
funny.
picked.
They was like, "All right, come on up here, Short Guy."
So I
Just,
said, fuck it. Just
I
don't.
said, "Oh, shit.
Look, I'm not even
Sit
paying
your
attention.
stupid
They
ass
trying to
down,
choose
nigga."
somebody. Bro say go.
And then they picked three girls, and there's only supposed to be one girl. They picked three girls.
Oh,
all three girls have to go up there, and it was just like, well,
They were just standing up there, the other two.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
nigga, you ain't finna get no niggas. Go
Hey,
sit
bro,
back down.
when we finish when we get the clip to put up, bro, I want y'all to watch where I'm trying to make this nigga play the game too, cause
Yeah, he wasn't
he overly
playing
thirsty,
Right.
and it's like, bro, you know, I'm trying to give him game, cause I'm like, bro, we can try to holler at her once we get off the stage, bro. Like, but she know what you up here for, so focus on the game, bro. Like, ain't one of us really finna leave here with old girl.
Yeah.
Like, for real, it's just a game, bro. Like, bro, you keep on. After this, she gonna be on me. That's how I was just saying it. Like, come on, bro, just play, cause you're not making an even game.
Yeah. Nah,
But I love the love I got.
What did you feel like the experience on stage though at that platform?
I don't know. I went up there with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Just out for real. Even how I said what I said. So I was comfortable.
How did it feel though getting that reaction from the crowd though and being up there while you was representing?
I already knew what I was gonna do because I'm aware. I'm already
But it felt
aware.
great,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they was against me too in the beginning. See, that's what y'all didn't see, and I saw it because that's what I'm looking for now. Because got tall light skinned buddy right here.
He was definitely a
No,
competitor.
'cause
nigga was
you gotta think about it. I'm watching
That
the
nigga
front. I'm
big
watching
for
the
no
front
reason.
row.
No reason.
I'm watching the front. I know the people in the
Yeah.
back row. They already fond of me. I've been talking shit and sitting back there, so they
Yeah.
cool. But that front row was dead on, buddy. Like I was hearing them. So I'm like, and in my head, I'm so cocky in my head. I'm like, bro, I'm finna wipe it. I'm finna kill him. That was my goal.
Bro, as soon as that nigga opened his mouth,
Boy, he died.
Oh my God.
I
Oh
why you got
my
think the
God.
phone part got him. I think.
No, I'm finna tell you the first thing that got him.
For
It was no kid. Cause if you listen to the question, that was my thing. I would listen to the questions was geared to her life. Like what? That's why they asked if we had like everything was geared to how our life's supposed to be, and I understood what my answers should be.
Yeah.
So it was like he said he didn't want no kids. I watched everybody die. I watched all the hoes in the front row die. I said and then when he was like, "I let you lead," he died completely right there. And I looked at him like, "What? Don't no woman want that for real? Like, bro, you tripping?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I said it, bro, you tripping? Why would you say that?"
Damn.
And then that's your kid. I mean, my kid. I don't want. And then Drika was goddamn like making him change his answers too.
Oh my gosh.
Cause he's so stuck and she like playing with you at this point.
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell it from the crowd. I felt like that he was reaching
Oh,
way
he died.
too far.
They came to me so
Hey,
fast.
what?
Yeah,
I
too
ain't never
far.
seen a switcheroo so fast.
Drika
cuz.
one for the lead with his dumb
He was
ass.
so overly confident in himself. Oh my god. And it was just
That's delusion. That's delusion.
Hey, no, you know
That's
what's
where
funny?
You really think Drika finna leave with your broken.
Yeah.
You on the passenger side, nigga. What she? All right,
Bro, I was telling him, bro, you ready to die by that pussy, huh? Cause if Kevin see this, boy, you're dying by this.
Hey, if she'd have chose a small man like me, I would have.
Yeah, I would have did. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat it.
I was in the stutter mode for about 3 seconds when I realized she was for real coming.
When I seen when I heard the line of questioning geared towards Drika, I automatically thought about Kevin, Brittany, and how
You
and
was over there
what's
plotting.
what's like the bad taste that was left in Drika's mouth. Other than like the obvious would be like she parading around with your nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like what else happened? Cause Drika like bitches too.
Yeah,
You know
she
what I'm
do.
saying?
She do.
So I don't know what went wrong. I want to know because she was just on some next question.
Yeah, when they
Next
brought her old
question.
girl name, she was just like,
Next question. I like.
Can I give you a
ooh.
personal opinion?
What's that?
All right, so I ain't gonna say Kevin's my influence on being a Muslim, but I will say it led me to reading and diving more into reading the actual Quran. And I do think there are things that we can believe that are respectful in regards to our society in which we live in, right? And being reasonable versus being quote unquote extreme to the word, right? I think that it could play a role. And I think how she talked about, remember there was one answer about religion she had said something about.
Yeah, she's not religious.
not
And I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, hold up now.
Yeah, you're
Hold
right.
up.
You're right. I ain't
So
put
you
that
telling
together.
me that some of these views maybe was too harsh? Maybe the discipline or the expectation or whatever transpired in the household, I think maybe has something to do with religion in the sense of that scenario with
Yeah,
Kevin.
I see what you're talking about.
Because
too, yeah.
I really have read the full thing.
Cause I
and
thought she was Muslim too at the beginning until when she answered that question like she did.
Well, I think she has her own beliefs. I think she definitely walks it that way, but not in the sense of like, I don't think it seemed like she didn't want to take it serious no more like that. She didn't want to abide by no man's religion no more. That's what I perceive.
Could be.
off the rip.
That could be the thing because she's like a free soul.
Yeah, she a free soul.
But she also said she's
She
not
can
a
get what she-
feminist though.
Yeah,
She said I ain't with that feminist movement.
She did.
So like, I can see what you mean by like kind of she might walk along the path a little bit,
Yeah.
but I don't think she want to be constricted by the exact boundaries that
Right.
come with it.
Right.
I
feel
think
you.
she's
I can
looking
see-
to
I can
find
see that.
and maybe like I said, I know that like I have to give way with like holidays here. I don't personally want to do like Christmas or any Easter. Or, not to like
Right.
dismiss what the family's doing, but like I don't really,
Yeah.
it's my own like personal belief. But I still try to find those things. But those conversations can be hard in themselves, just from my own.
Cause that's like a
personal stand. Does that
diehard.
make sense?
That's almost like rooted in their religion. So
I try to build it though. I'm still trying to grow mine of like, finding my way. So I can only relate to someone who's, however he built something in jail and then coming out and establishing himself and what bound. Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
yeah, cause I think also
But it could be
all
a play too.
all the stuff he was doing too on top of that.
But I like what you said about coming out of jail because me and one of my partners were talking the other day, and it was how dirty people are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like it's a requirement in jail that you be clean. You cannot be like they will literally beat your ass if you're nasty in there. You clean your shit up. This shit got to get swept every day. It got to get wiped down every day. Your bed got to be made every day. You know what I'm saying? So I could kind of see how he could come out with like, cause I still have that. Like, and I ain't seen the inside of prison for almost going on a decade.
Yeah.
But I still got like, I got to make my bed. You know what I'm saying? My space got to be clean. Like, I still respect other space. Just little shit that was burned into you down there. Like, I think I carry the positive side of it. Like, the correctional of the correction facility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I still carry that. And that mixed with Muslim, you know what I'm saying? The actual
lit.
faith and what they actually walk by. I can see how,
It
you
could be
might be hitting
overbearing.
on something with that.
Yeah. Good.
I mean, I ain't just
Overbearing.
speculation. I just
Could be.
that one question about that shit had me like, and let me ask you, was Rocket over there plotting who was coming on next as guests and whatnot? The guy
Nah, she was telling me.
that was you already knew the guest, right?
Because they had a list.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy next to me was like called the first two. I didn't know there was no list out. Me and this guy's like in awe because we're doing it off prediction.
Oh my God.
He's doing it strictly off, like, I bet she is. Sounds it. And I'm like, bro, you really know this? You really think this man is gonna bring up Eon Shepard? Yep, here he come. Oh, god damn! I thought this motherfucker had. I bought a lottery ticket on the way home. I didn't win nothing because that was just hocus pocus. But he had me feeling lucky because he was guessing that shit.
And he probably read the list before he
Right.
came.
He probably playing.
He playing with you.
Iman
man. Like,
coming,
No,
watch it.
well, he'd come back before I had found out
Well,
we had a
no,
list.
so Iman, they didn't tell us that Iman was going to be
Right.
there. They
Yeah.
told us that
They
she
didn't
was
have a
going to be
guest.
there,
Yeah.
right? And that she had a guest.
Yeah. So yeah, but who was y'all's favorite experience at the
Drika.
Drake
yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah, God.
That'll be mine right
I
there.
ain't know, like she looks
Nat, bro.
the
Up close, is different.
purity of what she
bet.
says she lives by. You know what I'm saying?
Like all natural, just
Yeah.
straight up all natural. Like no makeup, like no, like very, like a very well the righteous woman.
but that can,
But
that can show you how her discipline and how Kevin might have found that attractive. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be disciplined to be that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scare routine, dieting, working out, then grounding yourself. Like, bro, I always used to say, boy, if you make a list just about what you would like to do for yourself,
Yep.
you will find it hard to have time for anybody else.
That's the crazy thing. You got to think,
And that might be the
it's
problem
hard
too,
enough
right there.
just to
But
get
Literally.
discipline down, just to get all that shit down.
Exactly.
Discipline is tough.
Yes.
And you
Discipline
got to
is
deal with
tough.
somebody else dealing with it too. Oh man.
Yeah,
that
but
might be another reason right there too. She going to do his thing. He trying to do his thing.
they seem like they were very honest if I just got to judge off of what they presented to the public.
Yeah.
It seemed like they had a transparent like relationship because even like on stage, you could tell it wasn't the best energy between them, but she never trashed them.
Right.
She
did
never,
And
you know
he'll
what I'm
never let
saying?
nobody talk bad about
Right,
him.
and
to
he
this
don't
day.
he don't trash her either. So
Yeah.
I think they had a respectable mutual understanding at least.
Yeah,
If
like,
it
hey,
wasn't a
okay.
separation.
All right. You know, if what I'm doing feel like it hurting you, I'm going to go about my business. They probably both had that kind of conversation. And it don't be a good one, though.
Now, what panel was y'all's favorite? Because there was Trap Nerds started us off. The mental health, you had a mental health wellness and physical health wellness, and then we had R&B with Tank. Then was the Good Moms Bad Choices. That's what one we're talking about with Drika. Naked Sports with
That's the one where Amon came in.
yeah, Kari.
Okay.
Kari
Okay.
Champion. Creatives. I ain't even gonna try it. Presented by AT&T. And then Funky Fridays was Cam Newton. And then we had Woman Evolve live podcast with Sarah Roberts. And then the end of it. Now we dipped out beforehand, but which one was y'all's favorite panel? Did y'all like any of the actual?
The mental health one first.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the one with Drake on it, Bad Moms, Good.
That wasn't a panel.
Oh, panel. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that was a podcast.
The mental.
It was mental health wellness.
Yeah, that one. then it was
Adapting the trends and creatives, and curators. God dang it!
I ain't go. Someone we was outside.
My favorite panel. It was the creators. It was that because that's the one that had the two dudes on it too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, we was.
I
there
think
for
that's
that
the one I was in the back getting coffee with.
Okay.
And
All
I think
right.
that's the one I
For
missed
that one, my
out
bad.
that I
So
was looking
correction.
for.
Yeah, I like
That's the
I like
second
that. I like that one. and there was another panel where they were talking about AI.
The future of
Yeah,
podcasting.
okay.
That was
that
trending.
one. That was my second favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I missed out on some of the marketing and the creators and creatives. What did you guys, any insightful information you guys took as a podcast out of that experience? More so than just the fun and food, the great food too, by the way. Shout out to the venue. That burger still, I want to go back and buy another one.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they what I had, that macaroni and oxtails.
Yeah. Off the charts.
Man, look,
I should have got that.
I started farting all in that motherfucker.
Oh my
Oh, it's over with.
Yes, sir. That's it here.
Bro, wicked, bro.
Yes,
Bro,
sir.
wicked.
That shit was good.
What'd you get now? You got something good too, real quick. What'd you get, Ratchet? You got something.
I got a veggie burger.
How was
I got
that?
a veggie burger from one shop or one truck. I got fries from another truck and macaroni and cheese from a different truck.
Yeah, all of it was great.
It was.
Now, that's
It
what
was
you
all
call a collection.
That's what you
Yeah,
call.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
She knew what plate she wanted, and she went and
Right.
got. She knew what she was gonna combine and make. Yeah.
I was very, very surprised that they had vegetarian and vegan options, especially with one truck being like a meat one. It
Yeah.
was like a barbecue bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I seen that they had a fucking vegan hot dog, I was so mad. I was like, God damn it. But they didn't have any fries over there. But that's where I got my macaroni. But no, it was all very good. It was all good. In regards to the panel, I did like the future of podcasting. I think that they did give a lot of insightful tips. Of course, they say what everyone says, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't focus on somebody else. And if you're doing it just for the money, then you're not doing it for the right reason. And if you're doing it and you get frustrated because nobody's watching it, then you're also doing it for the wrong reason, because you should be doing it because you want to get the information out there, or you want to get the entertainment out there, or whatever, regardless of the facts. And then,
Right.
of course, think of a different mindset, or reframe your thinking, reframe your mind frame. As Charlemagne had put an example, like, you scoff at like 30 views or whatever, but if you had 30 people show up to your front door, you'd be like, what the fuck is all you people doing here?
Right.
You have to think differently. I do like what their takes on the audio aspect of podcasting. That did open my eyes. Actually, I know that podcasting and what it is right now is very new and still in its infancy. I know even what podcasting was before, it's only been around for like less than 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a teenager.
Yeah, but like video podcasting is definitely in its infancy here. And, I know a lot of people are focusing on video podcasting when it comes to like YouTube or something of that nature. But when they were talking about the audio aspect of it, it's like, video is cute and that's good and that's nice to have.
You gotta be
But
straight.
when it comes down to the nitty to the gritty, you need to have good audio.
Yep.
And I am a stickler for audio, and I do everything that I can in regards to making sure our audio sounds the best that it can. But the way they were going about giving tips on like what platforms to put your audio on, why you put your audio out there, why having audio and crisp and clear audio is so good. They even, gave some insights to like micro influencers and how you can market yourself to be able to get sponsors, because they were talking and telling us that where the money lies is actually in the audio podcasting. You know what I'm saying? You need to get on Spotify, you need to get on Apple podcasts, and it's very easy to do. And you can get on these platforms, making sure that you even link it to your video if that's what you choose to do. But they were even saying, even when you're on YouTube, I mean, it is good money, but if you really want to make money, it's still in audio podcasting. And so that opened my eyes, and that's going to change my trajectory in the way that I conduct a business in our podcast. But I mean, I've already thought about that, but it just,
Make you push forward.
Give you a lot more
gave me a little catalyst.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably my favorite part.
That was, I'm gonna time in too, because you said a lot there, and I agree with a lot of it. I got a lot of notes that I just got to continue to ask questions about in that area, because I'm starting off, even though I feel like I've started off blessed with great audio, with the capability of being able to buy it. I don't know those struggles, but I never even looked. I look at it, but I don't know enough to like really look at it. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like setting the time frames up, getting everything in order, and less edits, and keeping the audio crisp and everything where it should be. So it is a challenge, but I think that is a great takeaway. I agree with you 100%. You guys take away?
I feel like I feel exactly like that. Like when Charlamagne was talking about the audio aspect of it, I was like, bruh, because I watch content all day, every day. And a lot of the comments that be negative, especially like with bigger channels and they don't have their audio together, bruh, that will almost be like a theme in the comments. Like, bruh, get better audio. Like, I can't listen to this shit. Even though I can see it, I can't listen to this shit. So, like, I definitely understand why audio, well, I don't even like to say audio podcasting because podcasting was audio. Like that was the you know what I'm saying? Like the video aspect is the new part of it. You know what I'm saying? So like the audio is definitely the foundation and almost the makeup of everything we want to do. I think people look at like No Jumper and Vlad and Vlad selling courses and shit, and he tells you on there that the setup he using now is $40K.
Yeah.
So I think people hear that, see that, and be like, "Oh man, I gotta get the best cameras and the best lights, and you gotta get the audio first."
Well, I'll say this. I'll even chime in there. I think you should start with what you're financially able to start with.
Facts.
Correct.
Then figure out how to perfect that and go from there.
Facts.
Not everyone is in the same boat. I'm just blessed to be able to upgrade when I want to, or in positions to be able to spend money on myself like I want to. But you can do this with a camera. There's quality coming out with just phones. There's quality
That's what I was
coming
gonna
out
say.
iPads.
Yep.
People got GoPros. There are ways to make things quality. It's just about how much effort you're gonna go to make sure you're getting those things tuned in my mind. That's what the impact I really got from it. It was a great perspective on that. I really,
Yeah, because like you said, people who there are channels that are big as fuck and they don't have no audio setup. They just speak to the camera.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But just because you can clearly understand what they're saying, they're still growing their audience without the big mics and interfaces and lights and all of this. Like a lot of the channels that I tune into, they be just talking directly to a phone. No setup at all. It's the information or the entertainment, whatever they bringing to that channel. Like I definitely understand. I agree with that too. Like it's very get your audio right. Get your audio right.
Let me ask you guys this from a production standpoint of like going forward. I'm thinking about this. Is it wrong for me to still drop my episodes in order from one as bi-week or weekly or whatever as audio form on a new platform? Just start over. I wouldn't change anything. I would just post the first one. Post the second
Why
one.
would that? Why no?
Because they can still go watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anytime. They could watch up to 50. This will be episode 50.
Right.
But I'm still just would release some audio one at a time.
That's even
what I'm
better. I
thinking
think
about
that'd be
doing.
more better
I'm
push.
thinking about doing
Okay,
that.
right now you have a stockpile. So if anything, right now is the best time to be able to do it. You can set up your automation right now, so that way in the future it's already set up. You know what I'm saying? So like at this point, like you really have a good end. And now that I think about it, we do too. But like so you can do a plethora of things because again, you want people to go to your podcast. You want people to. You have to link it to so many different things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're putting out or planning how you're going to schedule out your I guess your episodes, should I say. You're right. When you're planning these out, you can do special things because you already know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So now you can go back in there and you can, like, at the end of it, you could be like, all right, and stay tuned for next week because I'm going to be talking about da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you can already put a little snippet in there of, like, one hot thing. All right, catch us next week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that could become a reel. And then that could become a story. And then that could become a fucking Facebook post. And then that could become a tweet. And then that can become a fucking snap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
and then
bro.
right now...
Web is social media.
Okay, and so now, right now, what you have is the chance to go ahead and set up your automation, so that way, like you go ahead and you get whatever platform you're going to use, whether it's Canva or Monday or later or whatever you're going to use to schedule your social media post, because you already know what your episodes are. You'll post the episode or whatever, or you'll post your trailer, you'll post a reel, you'll post a tweet or whatever, and then you'll drop your episode, and then you'll tease the next episode, and then you'll drop a reel for the next episode because you already have it. And then this way you can set up your automation so you can see and tweak, and you can do A/B testing to see, all right, this is what's working. It works better if I post this time of day, or if I post this time of day, or if I post on this certain day and not this day. This works for me, and this hits for me. And so you have like a little nest egg of what you can do to really test what would work.
Your audience.
So that way, not even your audience, not your audience, your automation. So that way, in the future, when you are bigger and you're cranking out these episodes or whatever, you already have a system that works, and it's already in play.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because I know that sounds like a lot, but it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get in here.
It's a lot.
It sounds like a lot,
But I'm talking about as far as the work.
But she just put game on how to start your podcast.
Right.
She
Right.
just
That's
put
what I'm
game
saying.
on how to build at least a structural format that is worth somewhere for you to get legs and crawl with.
right?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Damn, that start
Half of that I do. I'm still getting on board with a lot of stuff because of how much it is to
It's a
tackle
lot.
by yourself with keeping
Yeah,
up with
boy.
everything. So I do think that. I don't know. Like I see it as like I don't do topic. I just find shit I like. Right. I don't
Right.
necessarily stay with what's up to date, what's in the loop, or what's on social media. If I want to talk about it, I fucking talk about it. Right. But at the same time, I have a lot of pride of like keeping my hardship of I have so much information that I maybe want to talk about. I probably got 6 terabytes worth of storage from the episodes of everything to do with like our episodes, like we're recording the audio here, and the inserts I put in for this, like this episode itself, I have its own folder. So everybody has their own folder, and then I have all my ideas and shit and comedy and stuff that takes up like another 2-3 terabytes.
Right.
So like I still deal with figuring out
What you
that
doing?
proper organization. There's so much more that goes on that is just in due time you figure it out, I feel like.
Right.
But
right.
topics, that's a hard challenge. You guys do it
is.
regularly.
And
You guys
and that's
are pretty
why.
good at it.
But that's why I didn't want to be guest based. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we are guest friendly,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to be guest based, because being guest based or being strictly like
Feel like you're somebody else
you're
there.
geared towards the topics or like that what's popping. You know what I'm saying right now. I feel like that's eventually gonna put like a border on your creativity and your quantity of content.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when like nothing's popping in the pop culture, Trump ain't did nothing stupid, you know what I'm saying, something like that, shit, we'll just get to talking about our lives.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And we still have that content. It's still entertaining, and we still get it out. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you still find, even if something's not popping off, it seems like you guys are always finding
Right.
something to keep
And
talking
also
about.
just making them
showing
certain stuff their own segment, so it could be a
Yeah.
show just called The Conversation.
Yeah.
You know, so now you got like, well, let me see how they talk.
Well, you guys already have multiple segments. You already got the
Inspiration.
Pimpspiration.
Yep.
The pimp quote of the day. How's that one? That was okay, right?
Hey, yeah, that was decent, man. I'm gonna give you some game though, man.
I can't do it.
you know, it's the inspiration of the week for them geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, and bullshit of the week.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, and ready than we.
ready than week with Ratchet Hippie. So, you know, we
Yeah.
finding things. You know, we still learning. There'll be some stuff we've been got told. Won't get to it till.
Now, you guys, if y'all, I looked up today about permits and authorization to record downtown.
Okay.
I'm not bullshitting if y'all want to do something.
I'm
I'm
with it.
most certainly.
As long as I'm
I
at work,
think
I'm
we
down.
could have a fun engagement. And the what me and my fiance looked up was all we need is a consent form. And if a group or more, if one person signs, we're legally allowed to record whatever they drunkenly don't recall. So there's the only thing I would say is we'd have to be on a side road, not in front of a building, unless we get authorization.
Right.
But yeah, I would
What
buy.
about a bando though? If we're going downtown, what about a bando?
I don't mean no bando.
But I mean, we can have a little
street
setup.
interviews.
Yeah, street interviews.
I got tables. I got a couple chairs. I got a setup we could do. Most of this, as long as I bring AA batteries, we can operate all this right here. We just need more stands for mics unless we hold. But we
Yeah.
definitely have
If
this.
we're doing street, we're gonna have to hold
Yeah.
walking around with it.
Yeah. So you guys keep that in mind. I've been doing my research,
wait.
and
Yeah,
I'd
most
love
definitely.
to have that fun with Augusta and see what kind of
That's some fun. That'd be
how much we can get out there and have some engagement
That'd
ourselves.
get me
you
out the
know?
house if we ain't recording nothing else. I could be outside at that point.
Yeah.
That'd be-
I think you guys are a great entertaining podcast in the area. I think
Appreciate
you guys are probably,
Thank
in my
you so
opinion,
much.
the only competitor of consistency more than the Masters, which I don't watch everybody, so I don't try to compete it like that, like I know all, but I do see you guys are on top of your shit, trying to stay consistent with scheduling. Shout out to Ratchet Hippie. No, I'm just
Shout
playing.
out to
Nah, for real.
Shout out
Hey,
to
she
her,
be
man.
on it. I know she be on
She
it.
our life.
Got to.
When
When
the
she
life.
gathered the food, she knew what was at what vendor before we even made it up there to the food. She knew that
I had
on
to go
top of
through
it.
it
what
because
time
I knew
Picture
y'all.
Podcast was going. She knew the whole event turnaround. I think we was there inside and let loose 20 minutes after she meeting Charlemagne. Everything she knew. I was like, okay, appreciate it. Thank you. There we go.
Bro,
Okay.
I wish.
I just was doing my job.
Hey,
and I know
shout out
these
to you.
guys.
No, I wish you would have went with us last year because the way she had us coming through to get the little check-in gate was even more gangster.
Yeah,
cuz.
and that's another. I wish it was like last year. I think that this year they didn't have as many vendors as they had last year.
Right.
It was not as decorated and as grandiose as it was last year either, and that's kind of.
Disheartening.
Yeah, and it's a little disappointing. I mean, I'm going to go next year anyway, but it is still disappointing.
Turnout wise.
Turnout wise,
Not the same.
I don't think it was the same either. I was actually a little worried when, it was damn near 1:00 and a lot of people hadn't showed up yet. Like there was like the sides were still kind of bare. And I'm like, I remember last year we did come a little later. I think we got here like right around 11:30, 12, because I think the gates opened at 12. So I think we got our here around 11:30 or 12 or whatever. And we had came with our camera guy and but like even the lines, you know what I'm saying? Like I understand that we came early this year because we were VIP and we had to go in early.
Yeah.
But even like when we came out and you could see the lines for people, ready to come, it just wasn't the same. The lines last year, they were down the street. You could see people walking from blocks away. You know what I'm saying? And people, you want to talk about parking? First of all, I was very happy that we were able to just up in there. We damn sure got right in the front row when they came to parking. So I was happy about that this year because last year we had to walk like 3 blocks. It still wasn't bad, but still.
Right.
But this year it just, I don't know. I do hope
You know what
that,
I want to attribute it to though? I attribute it to how many people thought that they were just going to jump in this and it was going to be easy because all you got to do is talk. All you got to do is have a take. All you got to do is act
That's
a
what they
certain kind of
think.
way.
No, because the first one, this is the third one, though. You know what I'm saying? It would be different if this was the first turnout, like if this was the first festival that he did. The first one was good. The second one was even better. You would think that they would just build on that, and they hadn't. You know what I'm saying? They built from the first to the second. So I was very excited when the second one happened. It was like, oh my God, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's getting bigger and bigger every year. You know what I do attribute it to though? Honestly, I don't think they started even promoting it or marketing it until I want to say late February, maybe March, and it happened in April. So you gave us like what, 6 weeks or so, maybe 2 months.
Yeah, I could contribute.
And I mean, like you want people to come from around, because I mean, yes, it's a podcast festival, but you're catering to people who do podcasts. Yes, there are a lot of podcast people in Atlanta, but there were people who came from out of town. You got to give people more than 6 weeks to get some shit together.
Yeah.
I get that. But I also think that the boom of it, the excitement, the rush towards this space has simmered down. You know what I'm saying?
Because they all witness, understand, and realize that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
even so, okay, so let's say that, now we have like this core group of people, you know what I'm saying? Why make the festival less lackluster. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask first, Mr. Trump, do you think that the lineup played a difference from last year, this year, the first year, vice versa? Because I
was ratchet
don't
last
hear
year.
as many, even though I feel like that's the biggest celebrity group I've ever seen in my life, which it is, but is that a comparison? Because last year, Carlos, I saw all these other people, and it's like, that's, to me, just from a bystander outstander, I think last year's celebrities is like a more enticing.
That could play a part too. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Did they have more shows last year too?
No, I think it was the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it lasted till 8 o'clock too, so it was the same amount. And they did have a mixture of panels and live podcasts. I do think that maybe this year, I think last year the podcasts were more well known.
Yeah.
This year the podcasts were more niche. You know what
They
I'm
were
saying?
up under his
Yeah.
effect.
So I mean, it's not that. They don't have views or they haven't been in this. Some of them, a lot of them said they've been in this for 5, 7, 8,
Yep.
10 years. So it's not that they were new to this or anything. And they obviously had an audience, especially, I think it was the Good Moms Bad Decisions podcast. They definitely had a fan base there at the podcast. Like, them women were turning up for those ladies.
Yeah, they was.
I think they had more of that type last year though. They had a few more ratchet.
I think, but that's not it. Well, yes, they did, but I do think that the podcasts last year were a lot bigger commercially.
Yeah, they had Gilly and Wallow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The horrible decision girls that were
Yeah.
hosting,
They were bigger.
Well, they what decision?
Yeah,
they
decisions,
the same. Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But they were actually
decisions now.
Yeah.
And then I think, let's see, Jess was hosting last year,
Yeah.
so they did a live podcast last year, and so I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I still had a good time.
I think all of those factors play into why it was, I guess, not as big or bigger this year.
Yeah.
I really do.
So let me ask you guys this. Last year general admission versus this year's VIP. Was it worth the money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say so.
We pretty much, we paid VIP for a meet and greet with Charlemagne and to get seats.
Yeah.
And I realized something
And we
that
couldn't even get in the other VIP shit.
No, and we don't. We also got a
Well,
swag bag.
You're right. We got a
also
goodie bag.
swag
Yeah, good
bag.
merch.
Got the hats, you got it all on
You know
right
what I'm
there.
saying?
Yep.
I'm mad I ain't win my
But still, like, there was another VIP section that we had to get a wristband for.
That wasn't for the VIP. That was for the artists and the hosts and stuff. So that's what that was for. They had that set up for them.
We ain't that yet.
Damn.
Yes.
We ain't there yet.
Yes.
We are artists, but we're not there yet.
Right.
And also,
But he gonna know us next time.
That's
and
the
we get a
thing.
sign.
We are ourselves. I feel like in our atmosphere of our podcast, we're ourselves in our conversation. I feel like that in itself is the podcast. That's supposed to be the podcast.
Okay.
I get that, like, we were looking up topics, we're looking up things to talk about, but it is most people think you can just get on and talk, but it's got to be genuine.
Right.
It's got to be an honest conversation with the
Right.
camera. It just can't be an act. It is entertainment. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it still
Ain't got
connects
Yeah.
to home.
Well, it
makes
can,
sense. It's
but
authentic.
I think people try to mix the two.
Yeah.
They try to have a setup where it seems genuine, but a lot of it is portrayal.
Yeah.
But I think if you're gonna do portrayal like SNL type vibes, like that's popping off too. I've seen a lot of podcasts that set up like the Late Show, the late night show with Jimmy Kimmel.
Like almost
and-
a talk show type
Yeah, and
see, I don't
that's
think-
kind of taking off.
I don't think that's bad. I
independently.
think as long as you make it authentic.
Right, but
Snoop
I
Dogg
think
had a great attribution for that with his show at Late at Night, or he done it.
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
And he just interviewed the guys he knew about conversation and kept it
Right.
unique and authentic.
But but then you got to look at how successful that was, and again, we are talking about Snoop Dogg, so
Yeah.
I mean, I know his life.
I get it.
Calls him in many directions.
Yeah, if you really
But
got
if
much
he
going
was
on in your
still
life,
going,
I don't think
I think it'd be big.
I don't know though. I understand where you're coming from, Tommy. I really
so.
do. And like this is a perfect example of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we're coming on here, we're talking about different topics or whatever, because we're friends, we like converse or talk amongst ourselves off camera. It's very much just easy just to turn on the camera and just have a conversation.
Right.
It's not like I'm putting on or trying to make up something or telling stories or whatever to try to gain an audience audience quote unquote attention. It's the fact that we're just having a conversation and we just happen to be in front of camera.
Right. I just wanted to implement the trivia to learn more so I can get better at my comedy and my improv shit I'm working on, you know,
Right.
like we done before, some of those games.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is helping me, but it's still entertainment for my audience.
Right.
Right.
The one thing I noticed taking away too as well is, and I'm pitching this to what we were talking about with, if you know, people think they can, it ain't about what like, yes, the goal is for viewship money if we want to get there, you know, but it's also about being authentic. What was the lady we met that was from Augusta? She saw us out there and hung out with us.
Oh, you talking about Malaysia?
Malaysia.
Yeah.
40,000 something followers, right? You know, this just social media, so many followerships. I still feel like I'm in the boat with 80. Like, it's all about how you perceive what you're trying to
Right.
achieve. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I know each piece of quality I'm happy with. It makes me happy. I see the growth. I'm looking, learning, and so like I see my podcast and progression as a positive thing. I don't get my feelings hurt that I'm sitting next to guys who got thousands of views and da. I'm still trying to figure out what time of the day this shit at. So it's all about how much
Where
authenticity
you
you gonna
at?
chase.
It's just about where you at. With,
Yeah.
It's your mind frame and all, cause like when we started this, like I think I made it a thing to be like, bruh, if you looking for anything like monetary or fame or anything like that, anytime before 10 years, we might as well not even stop this.
Right.
You
Gotta
know,
put the work in.
Might as well
like
not start.
this is gonna be a grind. I'm talking about years and years of consistency and putting this shit out there and showing up and actually finding what our thing is with these microphones in our face. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why a lot of people be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are very consistent. Well, yeah, that's gonna have to be like the real foundation of this shit.
And that was one of the things they pointed out the whole festival
Consistency,
too.
bro.
Consistency.
Yeah,
Consistency.
and I mean, even at the Black Effect, I mean, like that is just proof right there. You know, what I'm saying, just like you said, you know, like if you're trying to get like any kind of big check or whatever before 10 years, you know, just whatever, and to just put it in perspective. All of the podcasts that were on the panel or whatever this year, I haven't heard of any of them. And all of them have been doing their shows for over, like I said, 5+ years.
And have audience.
And that's what I was getting to. And they have audience. They have their own audience, even though we haven't heard of them. I haven't heard of not one of them podcasts that were on there today, but they had audience. They had audience that showed up. And you can see that they have been on there for 5+ years, and you can have someone has been on there 5, 8, 9, 10 years, and you've still never heard of them until today.
Yep.
I mean,
but
you-
that shows there's an audience for everybody.
Right, but that's what I was gonna say. Cause even bro, have been he'll come up like, bro, you know, I be watching content and I done seen somebody pop up. I ain't never seen them before. They got 7 million followers.
Yeah.
Or subscribers. It'd be like we never. It's a billion. It's over what 7 billion people in this world. I don't think we will ever know.
I don't
who
think
big
we
and not that
understand
big.
like how many people it is.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
A billion is a lot.
What's
Think about
the
7.
It's a guy who he actually snitched to get out of jail. And
Suge Knight.
No, but he's a white guy.
He a scammer.
But
He's a
Michael
scammer dude.
Jackson.
No. Oh, but it's a TikToker that I follow, and he was on there and so I actually just went to the page, and I look at the page, and he 5 million subscribers up. I'm like, God damn, I'm still finding pages and content that is this big, garners a 250,000 views every episode type shit. And I'm just finding them.
I'm gonna say this too real quick. Shout out to the ladies, because if it wasn't for the ladies wanting to listen to true crime, I don't think we'd have the same ears of women. I don't think
That true crime
podcasters would.
shit is
They like murder
That
mysteries
shit
and
hit
stuff
off
like that.
like a fucking wildfire. I know my old lady's been listening to that longer than I probably like thought about doing a podcast.
Right.
Oh, I mean years. She been listening to certain podcasts on audio for years about that shit. So shout out to the ladies, man. Y'all been holding down the podcast lane for a while, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at even at the Black
that's real.
Effect, they're mainly with Peter.
There was a
Well,
lot of ladies.
that's what
was
Charlamagne was prefacing. This year was going to be very
much ass.
women driven. You know what
So
I'm
much
saying?
ass.
You hear
But
me?
to go back on
A
the
lot of ass, and they was
the
on
true
them,
crime genre you was talking about, that goes back to another channel. I think it's Just Thought Lounge. 3 million subscribers. All he do is like local true crime, unsolved murders, shit like that. And it's just like, God,
Yeah.
bro, that is a huge lane, that true crime shit.
Yeah, and when ooh, that's a thing now.
Yeah, I done one time. I ain't doing it no more. I ain't doing it no more. So y'all want to laugh with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Wanna do a
love
little
laughing.
laughing. All right, let's do a little laughing. This is.
I already know.
I'm a.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. You monster.
Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're
Color, certified CEO gingerbread.
What is it?
That dust bag right here.
I like this. Oh, baby, it's hot.
Yeah, we here.
Got the smoothest zipper. Them joints be smooth. I swear by these zippers, boy. You don't have no you know what I'm saying? It's smooth, man.
Daddy got that big air, a friend, her mommy home, oh, the family chair.
Start it back over.
Hello, how you doing? Must be nice working in the fucking air. Fucking bitch.
Damn.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up?
You don't mind if I pay a little bit of change?
No, that's fine.
All right, check this out.
I've done that shit before.
Jeez.
I will do that.
I have done that shit before. I kept it in silver though.
Hey, how are you? It's hot outside today, ain't it?
How much is the fucking chip?
I know that's goddamn right.
$1.99.
$1.99 for that? Why is it so expensive?
Because this is a convenience store.
Well, you can conveniently kiss my ass.
Damn.
What the fuck are you looking at?
A hippo.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you shut the fuck up?
How do you like me Hey, how are you?
Oh, damn.
Doing good. $1.95. You can insert it there. Right.
Get me on. Let's run out of gas and I got the money.
Won't give a fuck.
Right.
Doing good. Is that it?
Copenhagen.
Is that it?
Is that it? That it? Give me a damn minute.
I know
Yeah, I
that's
feel
right.
you. Don't
Shit.
rush me.
Money, what the fuck?
It's the car.
I got money in my account. What the? Let me try it again.
Okay.
Oh, hell, this is the wrong damn card.
Hey, Harry. You like these?
Roll Tide.
I really don't give a fuck what you like. I'm not sorry.
I know that's goddamn right.
I get paid tomorrow. You got me to leave? Yeah, I got you.
I can't.
Yeah? Bitch, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
That
You talking to
bitch,
me?
I'm not talking to you.
Talking to me, motherfucker? Huh?
Oh man, I love them stove goddamn thing. I done seen some of them.
That's a whole genre in itself too.
Yeah.
Like the convenience store shit. I see
yeah.
a lot of bigger channels doing that.
Forget the Bev.
The bell.
Right. Never, never, never.
All right, now this is a funny song. All right. I have not met the guy. He's up in Atlanta. 4IZE. I can't pronounce. I forget how to say it. I think I saw him once at one of the underground stuff. But this is a song he's made.
What the fuck is that?
Good God. Weight ready, eh?
Boy, that's a lot of pancake batter.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck is that?
This ain't me.
That's some pancake batter.
But it's
man.
hilarious. Oh, shit. The parkour, that bitch is in
Parkour.
Women tell the biggest lies. Fake it too.
it. Look at his ass. Hold up, no.
Population's on the rise.
Drewski funny as hell.
I be doing the same shit, bitch. What is going on here?
Oh,
the fuck is that?
hell no. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
Lord, the Botox with that.
That's above, so below.
Okay.
Motherfucker with
Cake.
eyes like that scare me.
Man, damn, I,
didn't
had to
believe
do
that was
glow
the same
like that.
person.
That's really big because most clown costumes.
Hey
That's
man,
wild.
Jesus.
That's
come
wild.
Get, come get.
That's
clothes
a
on.
man.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Nah,
one.
See what I'm
that'll
saying?
piss me off.
That's cosmetic surgery.
Golly. Voltron.
What in the fuck?
That's Megatron.
Yeah.
See that what I'm talking about? That motherfucker don't look like that.
That bitch just turned black.
Yeah. That nigga stay snatching wigs off. Boy. Our
See
first
what I'm
date
saying?
is
Cosmetic fucking surgery.
our first date is to the pool.
That is just lying. Lies.
Lies,
The
deception.
lies. That's what in the fuck?
Barely.
Man, get the fuck
You
out of here,
need to
bro.
leave.
That's the strap.
Dog, that is manipulation at its finest. What in the fuck?
She had the YouTube plaque in the back too. Look at him.
Any bitch coming out like this, you better not ask for authentic.
I'm gonna lie to you every chance I get in life. What do you mean?
Authenticity. I was
It's
trying
the
to
first
get that
lie
out.
you told me, and I'm gonna just keep lying from this point because I guess lying is the thing.
Swear. The fuck?
I'm sorry for the insults, ladies. It's not. I'm
Oh,
just
no,
saying.
it's not insult.
It's
No,
not
it's not
insults.
insult.
It's
It's the
hilarious.
truth.
Those are definitely insults.
What?
Which time?
What you were saying, those were insults.
Well,
What?
Just by
apologizing.
definition.
We're
My
just
God.
apologizing for it no matter what.
Manipulation? Saying it's manipulation is an insult?
Some of them were egregious. Okay.
Did you not see these bitches? They were two different people.
Some of them look like the trolls off Trolls.
No, that one white bitch like she was on meth. Now all of a sudden
she
she's
got long gators in her
prime
face.
Britney Spears. The fuck? Okay.
All right, I got one more little short video. I forget what. Oh yeah, this is a controversy. Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. So this has to do with Disney World. All right. I've heard rumors. I don't know if y'all have that they're still like putting shit in Disney's videos, or like someone admitted at Disney they put in.
What you mean?
Like sexual shit or
Yeah.
like grown shit.
Grown
that's what
shit.
I was,
Grown
bro. That's
shit.
what I was saying, bro.
And then something about how too. I think this is about how they're on. It's either going to be that one, or it is about how they're owned by the royal government, the royal.
The royal
The royal
family.
family.
Yeah, and they don't have to pay taxes. I think it's the
They their own
kids.
country.
Yeah. Oh, this is it.
To take away Disney World's rights of self-governance.
No, this is the royal government one.
Grooming stuff lately, and Disney World came back and was like, not so fast. We only answer to the crown. And this is just almost hilarious if you know what's going on, because they would never ever admit this unless they were forced to in a situation like this. But they basically admitted, like, you don't have jurisdiction over us because we're owned by Britain. So for those of you who are like confused by this, apparently the land that Disney World is owned by the crown. And so since like 1960, Disney World has basically been a tax-free sovereign district, you know, exempt from taxes and anything to do with federal statutes. And
Perfect
they
place.
basically claim to just be like an apolitical charity. You know, Disney does a lot of charity work so that they can be tax exempt. Then they started pushing all this woke stuff, and so Ron DeSantis was like, all right, guys, you want to get involved in politics? Then let's do politics. We're going to take away your tax-exempt status in Florida. But then Disney World came back and pulled out this clause from the British Bill of Rights, which is a royal clause that dates back to like 1692, and it says that essentially Britain has sovereignty over any territory of the crown until the last descendant of King Charles III has passed. And
Don't that bitch look like Dracula?
That's crazy. What in the fuck? Did not know that.
I knew they like had their own government, like it was down there like their own country.
I ain't know
Over
that
there.
either.
Well, see, we've been hearing about China buying land, and that's my thing. Is like, okay, China buys land, right? But they still got to pay taxes on it. There's no governance. There's no.
'Cause the British still own
There's
a lot.
no avoiding of federal invasion and all this bullshit. And I looked up that little stature thing of 16. I don't know if it's null and void. I ain't that politically involved, and I couldn't find no research on it. But I know it's a real document, and I know that I looked up, and it is owned by whatever the British people that people, them people. This is just another point that even if it ain't about grooming and whatever propaganda's around it, there's still so much we don't know. There's still like
Oh, yeah.
they if they still have those clauses, how much other spots do they own? That, I mean, come on, that's the perfect opportunity if something like that were to go down and you ain't got nothing to worry about. You got sovereignty and like opportunity to get shit out. You could traffic kids in a heartbeat. You
Hell
could do,
yeah.
you could
Yeah,
get
you
rid of a
do
body
you do
right
as
there.
you please.
Yeah, you got so much freedom. So it's just crazy to consider the world way more open than what we think.
I always
Man.
tell folks when they tell you something, believe it and then think more.
Yeah.
Think more. Like when I realized Britain still like somewhat owned America.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, we still got to follow up. It's more than what we think it is.
Yeah.
Whatever they somebody let out is way more. Just think more. Always think more.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Man,
theories.
Y'all got Lil Kings and Facts, F2's X's.
Finesse
Finesse
two
two
times.
times.
Oh, Finesse 2 times.
Right.
Tell me about it. Y'all want to talk about it? Y'all want to bring it up? Shoot a shot.
Finesse 2 times going back to jail.
Yeah.
He's about to turn himself back in, and he made a video saying that his parole officer called him and told him that the reason why he's going back in because he violated his probation from a video that King put up. And, King is a little kid that he done went and got back from a block. Little hood baby.
Trying to help him out.
Now, he tried to help him out the best that he could. And as Finesse was growing as a person, he realized that having you out late at night in clubs and around dice games and you smoking and all of this shit is not the best formula for you to become the best product.
Yeah.
So he tried to implement some discipline and boundaries around King, and he wasn't going for that. He left him, bucked on him. Then he came to camera and started telling on him, talking about he ran off with like 100 pounds from a plug. He goddamn beat his bitch.
Young kid.
Yeah, this nigga ain't even 10, I don't think.
No, he 12. about
Oh,
12.
okay. Yeah, well, he very young.
Yeah,
Not
very.
a teenager.
Oh, he's starting out like Lil
Still
Wayne.
skeeting dog water. Yeah. Nigga can't even put real
Please,
good sentences
please.
together. However,
Yeah, I'm a really nice guy.
now Finesse is going to jail because they violated him from the video that he put up.
Yeah.
And so now they are back in the headlines, which I don't like because I already said this little boy is trouble. He's going to end up dead or in jail. He won't see his 25th birthday. Now, I'm going to just say that. And if he does, it won't be on this side of the prison walls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just
Reckless.
He's like there's nobody around him. Finesse was probably the best person to be around him, but right now there's nobody around him to implement any type of structure in his life to like give him a real vision of what this life is.
Because when Finesse came to him, he was already like that.
Yeah, his mama's on dope. Daddy locked
snitch.
up. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those like the streets really raising this little boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
outside.
He know how to goddamn
shit.
roll a blunt better than half of us in this motherfucker.
Hey, but see, you gotta have hope, man. We all come from somewhere and learn from something. God damn it.
I feel you,
I
but
mean, you never
those who don't survive, and that's why I think the best thing for him would be to be in jail, because I always feel like part of growing and starting to understand is actually surviving this shit.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the hard road.
You just gotta be alive long enough for your brain to really just start forming to the reality of what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to go through some trials.
So like
That's how I look at it.
that would be that would be the best thing if he's just in jail. But
Especially
the way
him,
he doing out here, he playing with people money at dice games and shit like that, man. Niggas get killed
And talking
every
to these
day.
Can't
grown
do
men
that.
crazy while you doing it.
Can't do that.
Like, it's a lot, boy, more people died over dice games than anything.
I done
Yes.
see some tussles over him for sure.
Nigga, take off. Take off
and-
was out there.
yeah.
He wasn't even playing.
Yeah. Oh,
It's-
that's right. That's
bruh,
right.
that environment is just very deadly.
Fact.
Yeah.
You got
Nigga, broke
money
niggas
on the table,
and
like
broke niggas.
tied with men ego.
Yeah.
Men ego and money, and you like really watching it dwindle away. Man, somebody will snap.
Yeah.
Somebody will snap. I don't give a fuck who here. Everybody getting it. You know what I'm saying?
I told you I don't like no kids while I'm gambling.
that
Messed
shit
up my whole
crazy.
vibe.
Yes.
he
But
be
it's
he
just
be the one
very
down there.
crazy.
But look here, boy.
Very unfortunate, because this little kid here is just reckless as all ever.
But like bro said, he gonna die or go to prison. And I like for men, for boys, it ain't. I can tell you something all day, but for some reason it's in you to keep doing what you doing.
Sometimes you just gotta learn that
Yeah,
lesson.
you got.
Bruh, and
My
I
hands
keep
off
saying that
Yeah.
shit.
My hands
Like Gilly came out the other week, and he said he was talking to the single mothers, and he was like, if your child ever gets in contact with the law, Don't
'em.
save them.
Yeah, leave them.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, too.
Please let them go through that
Yeah.
experience. And I always say that shit too, bro. If you don't have like a heavy male influence in your
Yeah.
life, the army or jail.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it sounds horrible when
I
you
agree
say
with
that.
you. No, I agree
But
with you.
just like I was speaking on earlier, bro, you can't be no filthy motherfucker in jail, bro. Jail will have your ass to like a routine. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? No, get up, make your bed. Get up, clean your space. Respect other people's space.
They gonna
If
make
you
you
don't know
respect.
how to respect women and you go down there, you're gonna get a crash course in that.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a crash course. And do not talk to those officers down there, they'll crash out on you if you talk back.
Yep.
But if you look at a woman wrong, you gonna end up in medical for the end of the night.
Yeah.
Those niggas that they don't play. You respect women. You clean your space. It's just a whole crash course of how life is supposed to be lived.
Morals, principles. You finna learn all that.
Bruh, you're
And
gonna
both
learn
of them,
it.
each one, you gonna learn.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would rather for you
go
to
to
take
the
the
military.
army.
Yeah.
That way you at least come out with some benefits and some experience and maybe a trade or two, or if you decide to stay in there for some years, like really work up.
Yeah.
But
You should get some money with that.
Yeah, but
Either one of them two
but
gonna get you.
And I'll say this: I took both those roads, and it was the army. I couldn't pass the ASVAB, so I tried the hard road and still failed. But I still had to learn that hard road.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mama left me in there too. My mama didn't save me. I did a lot
Yeah,
of
boy.
shit that I
Yeah.
shouldn't do though.
Yeah.
But I agree. I mean, most people don't get 5 years, 4.5 years incarcerated as a teenager. But that shit set a different tone. Because
I'm
once I
telling you.
realized it gonna change in another platform of jail. Once we upgrade to this next version, there ain't the same standards here. It's a whole different ball game. And you can do it as a child a little bit. I feel like you're going to have your trials and tribulations, but you got to learn from it somewhere.
Yep.
Some people don't. My brothers didn't learn until they was in their late 20s.
Yep.
So I hope he makes
Well,
it.
I
past it.
learned to never, rush somebody on what they learning. Like
Yeah,
once
you
I
can't.
tell
You
you,
don't
once
know.
I tell you something that life purposely made me tell you, I'm not trying to beat it in you. I said it. After that, boy, it's on you.
You never know. It might hit 5 years from now. It might hit.
Exactly.
Like, oh man, I remember short guy said this one stuff.
Bro, it
Roger
always be
told
like
me to
that.
shut the fuck up this one night. Roger said, "Hey, watch out for this guy," and you didn't even know.
Yep.
And I
You
learned not
pay
to be a
attention.
told you so type of person.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, yeah, that's life. And when you come back and tell me,
that's real as far as like you can't tell anybody like
they time.
when is they time to actually get it, because like my first therapy appointment, my therapist was an older black guy. I always say he reminded me of my granddaddy, and he told me, and the whole time he's been in this profession, I'm the second guy that was up under 40 that was not mandated to come see him,
Damn.
and the second black guy at that. You know what I'm saying? So he said he have dudes coming in 50, 60, 70 years old that's ready to take accountability for their life.
I mean,
That's tired of blaming everybody else.
and you know what's crazy about that, bro? Even at the festival when I was on stage, remember that party? It was like, boy, you sound like you grown. And I, let them know. But the women, they would let you know, men don't get themselves together at no 35.
Yeah. it
Ain't
takes a
trying to
while.
get, not even at 40. All you can hear them say, not even at 40.
Usually, right. Usually they say, well, the statistics say around 45 is when a
They
man
always
fully-
say we'd always matured
Later than
slower
women.
women. Yeah, they say the women mature quicker.
No, just hard-headed.
Yeah.
Just more hard-headed. You still rebel.
Yeah.
As a man, you keep testing the waters.
Oh yeah. Let's speak of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Shannon
yeah.
Sharp.
We ain't like,
Bro, oh my God.
bro.
Yeah, great transition right there.
Right, right.
Because
Shut up.
She matured quick on that opportunity.
Fuck up.
Hey, I'm gonna choke you in front of all these white women.
Hey, that man was on stream the other night,
That shit
boy.
was
You seen that one?
I ain't started.
He was on stream the other night, and I guess his neighbor was yelling, telling him to calm down. So he was in the middle of saying something. He just shut the fuck up. Everybody was like, "What the fuck, Shannon?"
Damn.
Bro, Shannon's spiraling, bro. Shannon's spiraling, bro. And I hate to say it
He ain't going
because
good.
he put himself there, bro. He did.
Chasing that twat.
Now, do I believe that he's guilty? No. But do I believe this is a lesson he need to learn? Yeah. And you should not be no goddamn 60-year-old trying to take anything under 25 serious. Really at 60 it should be like higher than that.
35.
But I give 25 because that's when the brain finished developing.
How old Shannon? 60?
56 now.
56.
He was 54 when he met her. And she was 19.
Damn. What you think, Ratchet?
About what?
Shannon.
You think he was out of? Do you think it's out of line for him to even go after? Because I don't think so. I think it's fair game. If that's who you are and you willing to do it, because if not, it's like I saw some clip where they said, what's the England guy's name?
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Him and that girl said they don't talk about their relationship.
That's different.
But
they don't talk about it because that nigga groomed her.
Maybe, but they at least are willing to say it to the publicly. You see what I'm saying?
Well, cause she not. I don't know. They looking for money from Shannon. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
She understand a different goal in life.
She looking for money too.
Yeah, but she can weigh it
too.
out. She can weigh it out till you die.
But see, I just don't, and that's something we spoke about on our platform. I just don't like how it took Shannon to get fucked up to highlight the sick shit that Bill Belichick got going on.
What is my thing? Do we know for sure Shannon fucked her, or is it?
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
Oh,
but I say what he did wrong is not just keep it transactional. He wanted to implement. He wanted to play with. You can't play with nobody's feelings, especially a woman's feelings at that age. You can't play with her feelings. You can't feed her dreams like that. Now, even though the regular guy does it, we don't have anything that, she can't come and sue us for $1 million after we done played with her. She can sue your ass, which she is doing now, because of who you are. Like, bro, you cannot go back and then start lying or tell I send you the money later, knowing you got the money, but don't send it because you looking at her as subservient or some shit like that. You can't be playing with them like that.
See, I heard two different types of audio. One audio I heard was Shannon talking about I'll choke you in front of all these white women and everything, right? And the other one was her talking about I want you to put that big thing and give me a black baby.
Yeah.
Bro, if you read the text messages, they was wicked in there too.
So it's like, to me, it sounds like you can see both sides. You can see Shannon chasing what he wants, and you can see her chasing what she wants.
But that again is like, to me,
it don't predicate nothing wrong.
If you got the only thing I say it predicates in my mind that is wrong is that you went that young with it.
Yeah.
For you to be that young, that means you didn't want any type of pushback.
Yeah.
For me, it's like you just wanted to control the whole situation.
You see what Andrew said.
What about
Andrew Schultz? He said that's how we know who was dressing him.
Well, yeah, bro. You heard the rumor now? They talking about his stylist was quote unquote his pimp.
Maybe the way he was dressing. For real, man. I mean,
I ain't looked into it. I just seen a little headline on it.
The only person I see sharper than
her?
Shannon is Dapper Dan.
All right, Shannon.
Dapper Dan is the sharper guy I've ever seen.
Oh, Dapper is one of the ones I look up to.
Cam still like ain't no Dapper Dan.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Nah, Cam,
Talking about it dressing wise?
Yeah.
No, Cam ain't got it.
Cam, but
you give it to Jim.
Smooth for his big
what you
ass.
talking about? Suit wise?
Like just how they dress and carry themselves. Like Shannon dresses smooth and sharp.
Yeah, but
Shannon trying to dress like a YN.
Yeah,
he want to wear the tight clothing and the little bags and all of that. That's why they were getting on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like Miss Joe, Miss Netta.
Miss Netta. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that motherfucker look like Miss Netta.
Now you talking about dressing wise out of Dipset? It'd be Jim. It'd be Jim Jones if he was gonna be talking about style wise.
Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But they saying his goddamn old stylist, which was gay. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to place him or say that he was his pimp. But regardless,
what do we mean by that? Pimping what? Pimping
that's
Shannon
why I have to
what?
look into, because that was just the headline. I seen it and I ain't really dive into it. But I definitely have to look into that.
Yes.
But to me, it's just like, bruh, okay, if you like younger women, cool. All right. Just know you cannot start taking nothing serious.
Yeah.
Like, just keep it for what it is. If you like young OnlyFans girls, you should have had a roster and just should have been paying whenever you want to get your shit out.
Yeah.
Just pay them.
But
It's
you want
just
to
so-
control it so bad and not understanding just transactional is the best control you can have.
Well, I bet too, if you're doing it with something that let's just imagine if I got an OnlyFans girl and it done been going on for a minute, I'd want to have more control. I'd want to communicate and like see what we gonna do next, or like plan
Well,
something.
you gotta have the right one.
Yeah.
But you gotta. I mean, there's no real. I mean, to keep it safe, you just gotta keep distance, and you can't have any interaction. You can't. You just gotta be a call up hoe. But
Sorry,
then you trick.
once you doing that, you
yeah,
should
but
already.
then you tricky.
Yeah,
But
what-
who's mad at a millionaire for tricking? Especially
Yeah.
if they ain't
that's
married.
necessary, I would believe, for
Right?
you to do.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's necessary.
That
You
was
see it as
seen.
that's what's come along with.
You
it.
seen what he said on the interview with Andrew Schultz? Said, bro, now he don't even get on the elevator with single women.
Yeah. I
Like
saw that.
with any women, if they on the elevator, he'll just wait until they come back up, because he understands that if I get on this elevator,
You can
she
say
can
something.
walk out the elevator saying that, oh, he intimidated me, he tried to touch me,
Right.
he tried to do anything, and now I'm in this predicament of what he finds himself in.
Is
now.
it not fucking wild that Leonardo DiCaprio still doesn't have any type of like heat like anybody else?
Or Al Pacino?
Is that's
Al
the right guy,
Pacino,
right?
the one that
Al
had the
Pacino
baby.
and Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
What's up with? I think I heard.
What happened to Leo DiCaprio?
I think he.
Is that
I
him?
think he got dating a young bitch too.
He's always been dating her, for what I
He
understand, right?
doesn't date women over 26.
Right. So like,
That's what it is,
Why?
yeah.
Why has there been no heat? Like these things pop up on so many other people.
That,
right?
but now you see what
Now
my
you see why
question
he
is
said why it
coming
took for Shannon to highlight
That's
everything.
what I'm saying. That's my whole
why I think all
problem
this shit's
right
propaganda.
there.
Hold on. Tug got something.
I don't want to say it's a race thing, but it's a race
White and
thing.
black, yeah,
It
that's one
is. I'm gonna
point I
tell you
was-
why.
yeah.
Because there has been heat for these white men. Y'all haven't seen it because y'all don't follow these fucking white men. You don't give a shit about them. I know the stories. I know all of, you know, I watched the E True Hollywood story and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So my algorithm is geared towards that. A lot of the things that you don't see is literally because it's not geared towards you. You don't see it. You know what I'm saying? You have literally never gave a fuck about who Leonardo DiCaprio has dated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact. Yeah.
However, it's chronically been in the media about him always dumping. Oh, she's about to turn 27. Who's going to get next? And then the hate starts. Why is he only dating? He's getting, like, at first it was, okay, I get it or whatever.
So they-
now you're getting up there in age.
So they
like,
do
what is
give him
wrong
heat,
with
though,
you?
not just acknowledge it. Yeah, I've heard conversations
because
about them.
now
Oh,
that
he's
you're
dating
getting
another.
older there, you know, older in age, like what's going on here? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, why is it that you are only dating these women who are like under 26 years old? Like, what is
What's
what
going
is
on
this?
with
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, let's be real. It's nobody is giving a pass to Al Pacino and being like, oh my god, he just had it. Al Pacino was almost 90 and he had a baby with somebody who just turned like 32 or something
And that's
like
a
that.
blessing in itself,
You
skeeting
know?
off at 90.
I guess.
Still got him.
I'm
hear
just
me?
saying.
They swimming.
So I'm just a blessing.
I feel like that's
Robert
selfish.
not Robert De Niro. It was, who was it? Mick Jagger. There was like there's a lot of there's a lot of like the superstars and hell, there was Hugh Hefner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's whole documentaries. I've watched 3 documentaries about what goes on in the Playboy Mansion and all
Yeah,
that other
Hugh
stuff.
was lit.
Like, not in a, and I mean, I've watched plenty of documentaries in regards to Hugh Hefner and the backstory with Playboy. I've watched his take on it. I've watched like the people who used to work in his mansion. I've watched their takes on it. I've watched ex Playboy bunnies takes on it. Hell, I even watched The Girls Next Door, which was their goddamn reality show on E for a while. Y'all remember that show? Okay, so there's a lot of different, you know, stories that do come out, and a lot of them are, I mean, they don't paint this man in the best light, and they do criticize him. And of course, the thing is that unfortunately the world, and especially in that case, it's a guys club. You know what I'm saying? Guys, you don't hear about it because they're not going to be condemning other guys or whatever, but you're going to hear about Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys are, because you follow Shannon Sharp. You followed his career. You watch football. You know who Shannon Sharp is.
Right.
When is the last time you've watched anything with Al Pacino
so
in it?
let me ask you this
Right.
thing real quick with the Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you think that just and as much as it's not based on, this statement is based on race, but is there the same drag from Leonardo DiCaprio's cases, because I don't know of any cases. I don't know of any situations like this that like stand out of like throwing him in the mud, so to speak, or putting it all on the table, so to say. Leonardo DiCaprio has had acknowledgement, have a public opinion question conversations, but there's nothing been like juicy meat
like
about
a case or losing
Yeah,
your.
but that's
I don't know of
yeah,
any.
right. There hasn't been many scandals that has happened.
Is that the right word? Yeah, I know, because I know we could speculate scandal all the time with the age
but
difference.
I mean, in regards to his dating life, he does keep it really, really private. Like all you do know is like you see him out with these girls. Like I mean, they're in their mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? You'll see him out for a while. They might go to certain events. He doesn't take any of it. Like he doesn't take them to like award shows and stuff like that. He's alone.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know what else I heard too that might play a part in this?
What's that?
Shannon Sharp presented her with an NDA, and she refused to sign it. And a lot of these other people we talking about,
They signed them papers.
they signed the papers.
Oh yeah.
the cover
They,
their ass.
right.
Sure.
But she refused to sign it, and Shannon still went forward.
Yeah, see, that'd be wrong to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to minimize his stupidity or the greenness he played all within this situation.
Yeah.
I just, like you just said, I just didn't like that he had to get caught for now Bill Belichick to be through the algorithm now.
Yeah, his shit.
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen his shit more than I have the Shannon Sharp
See
shit.
what I'm saying?
And it's mainly a clip of her, someone interviewing him, and like, y'all willing to talk about it? And she's like, right here where we are. She's off on the off screen or whatnot.
seen the clip.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
just like, we're not gonna talk
Yeah,
about it.
we're
I was
not,
like,
we're not
"God
talking
damn."
about that.
Yeah,
Next
she
question.
made
Bitch.
she run that part. Hey, you go
Yeah.
cut that out, pimp.
It's just wild to me though,
I
because
also
nobody
think
else gets
that-
that opportunity to be seen that way, and I can only imagine the frustration Shannon is like dealing with.
Well, I also think
Right
that
or
it's
wrong.
different aspects, and tomato, honestly. But if you think about it in one way, with the Bill Belichick and his partner or whatever,
Child.
child,
Right.
okay, grandchild,
Right.
Stop. I'm
Fuck
sorry.
you, man.
Great grand, ain't
His
it?
grandpa.
Ain't it about great grand?
But they are in a quote unquote they're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they both acknowledge the fact that they are in a relationship. They're not hiding anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not behind closed doors. They're not sneaking around. Now, I'm sorry. Let me not put anything out there. But it is very different.
You know
from,
Tom slung in that thing.
It's very different from someone you're quite literally paying for it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? $25K a cheek, as she says. Like, you are an OnlyFans model. You are a working girl. Like, let's just be so for real. No matter how long you and him had this arrangement, if it was a year, 2 years, 3 years, for 3 years he was paying you for it.
Right.
Yeah.
He, at no point did, you might have been like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you no more because you got caught live up with Michelle or whatever. But at no point were y'all in a relationship where it wasn't acknowledged. I'm not even saying it has to be acknowledged publicly. It's not even acknowledged between the two of you.
Right.
That
Yeah.
y'all have entered into a relationship. I do think that is two different dynamics though. Like, okay, I mean, I might be a sugar baby or whatever, but I'm in a relationship with this guy. You know what I'm saying? The Bill Belichick situation. This other girl, you are an OnlyFans model. And again, tomato, because we are still talking about creepy old men with young women.
Right.
I'm willing to argue I pay more for pussy than Shannon Sharp.
Oh, yes, for sure. You do.
Fuck them $25 a cheek. This house costs $200,000.
Yeah.
And I get them cheeks when
Yeah.
she says so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
also don't
come
have to
on.
have an NDA. And you can
Yeah.
also be as nasty with her as she allows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
You
if
also
she get mad, she can't sue you.
Sue you.
But she can call the cops. God damn, she can call the cops.
Yeah.
That's the she I don't know.
But
man.
again, this is a relationship. Your fiance,
Yeah, I got
your
it.
significant other is not. I mean, I guess you're paying for it, but she's not.
We pay
quote
for it.
unquote working for it. You
Yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah.
This is the oldest profession because it is a job. This
Yeah.
is the only thing. Okay, so she's not working for you. You're providing for her.
Yeah.
You know, but she ain't working for you to schlang that schlong.
Right.
And which I think is fair too. I do think it's fair if you want to position yourself. I'm gonna tell you now, if I was a woman, y'all, I'd carry around a backpack with a blow up mattress in that bitch.
I just sleep.
I'd have fucking
I don't know. I don't
hand
want
sanitizer for my coochie and rubbers on deck, baby.
Oh, weak.
Hey, I have a
Good
bank
hoe.
account. Now that we got Cash App,
Good
Venmo,
hoe. Fuck
hey,
you mean.
I would be a tight, ripe, ready queen. God damn it.
Fuck
What?
you mean.
Put this
Spend a
pussy
night
on
bag
blast.
right now.
Yeah. No back shots. You hit
Oh, well.
concrete.
OF me. Huh? Cream pie. Cream pie. Fuck you, man.
Squirtle.
Huh?
I am not a woman though.
Anal.
Please.
So
Huh?
that's not how it goes.
Hey.
I'd cry if I had a picture.
Nah, I feel you.
Hey, if my shit never got wore out like a tire, I'd put that shit to use too.
Hey, put it to work.
Yeah.
I said in one of my songs, if you got pussy and you broke, you slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Pussy
say
in the
there gotta
mouth,
be
you
something
can't be
wrong
broke
with
now.
your
You
ass.
can't be broke.
What the
Yeah.
hell you doing, bro?
And same for you fellas. If you got a lawnmower and you fucking losing out, that's on you. There's a lot of grass need to be cut everywhere in every yard.
Fuck
Might
me.
not get no
It
pussy.
might not be the ones you want to do, but
Yeah.
hey, they pay.
You can make some money.
Nah.
We ain't
It's
gotta have a
good
pussy
money.
to get it, but
What?
yes.
Right. A lot of them know somebody that like it.
Yes,
you
they
just
do.
gonna have to goddamn close your eyes.
Yep. Yep.
Huh?
Light switch away, make day.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna
They got
cap.
a
Women
better
are better
goatee
tricks.
set up than me.
Women are better tricks. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Huh?
Women will trick.
Well,
you.
they are the spenders of the country.
Let them like you for real, boy. Let them
Yeah.
like you. That's how you.
Man,
when a
that
woman ready to
dangerous.
spend that money on you, that's how you know she like
Hey,
you,
that
love
is
you.
a good sign. That is a
Or-
good sign.
I'm talking about with a smile on her face, like,
Yeah.
Or
like
that
there's
this
somebody to say
crazy
something to her about it.
motherfucker waiting to happen.
Surprise gifts.
You feel me? And it be the best shit, not no bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about some
Surprise
shit you
lunch.
really like.
I
Yeah.
don't want that no more.
But now,
no
I'm gonna
more.
tell you though, if she get to spending crazy in the beginning, watch that one.
That's what I'm
Watch
saying.
that one.
That's what I'm saying. Don't
looking for
leave
ROI.
with your money.
But now it's she nah
Nah,
you
she
belong.
on some
You
controlling
belong.
shit
yeah,
now.
you
You belong.
Yeah. Like
I done paid for your ass to
now
goddamn
200
change.
like say you and a chick like a chick take you out on a date or some shit.
BSDM.
You know,
BDSL.
she start spending. She meet you like a couple days and she's spending 2 bands or better. But nah, something up, shorty.
Yeah,
I'm
you
there.
trying to
You
trying
just
to
met
done
me,
it.
shorty.
I'd have done it.
200 been cool
I
because
did
that's
it,
out to
but
eat.
I left the relationship looking at the end of a barrel too, with one in the chamber.
Damn.
That's why I never do it. You can't never get me. I do who?
As I mean, you gotta
Who?
be careful. It's
Never,
different for us to spend
ever.
2 bands on a bit, right?
What?
I got paid $50 to fuck a 62-year-old.
God,
You got
damn,
what?
the
Paid
fuck?
50. I was drinking and drunk, and I got paid $50 to fuck a 62-year-old.
That's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I needed more beer.
Damn, boy, she caught her leak.
I remember it in and outs because I was like on the verge of being like tipsy drunk, and like the night went so far where you like lose track of like what happened in the middle or like when it starts to when you know what I mean.
Blackouts.
It's not even gonna say blackout, but I just so far long ago I just can't remember it like it was yesterday because it wasn't that great. It was dusty.
Right.
I ain't
Cogwheels.
gonna count. I like older women because that's who introduced me to the game.
It was still deep.
I was
and
young
open,
and they were giving me some money.
What's going on in here?
but the bones hurt a little bit from the back. Yeah.
Go to bed, bro.
It was like it was like one of those window cleaners where you got to get all the sop in one
Yeah.
ocean.
And one good lady.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Don't do it like
Critters.
Hey, well,
She had that Bengay on
Did
her.
she finish?
She got that Bengay on her.
I didn't care. She paid me.
Got my 50.
She paid me.
Got my 50.
That was your first time
I'm a
What it
finish.
was.
getting paid.
Huh?
In relative sense, yeah. Like I've had a girl buy something for me because she, you know, we had fun the night before, like she felt ecstatic, but yeah, that ain't the same thing. But the girl's like, yeah,
We're getting there when they hand you that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Before
beautiful.
anything
On the
take place.
table. That's what you
and
do.
it was a
you
before
dirty
transaction
bitch.
too.
Leave that right there.
Hey,
I got
now
you.
that's how I got introduced. Boy, look here, them old hoes used to come get my little young ass. Boy, $200.
And molest the shit out your
Yeah,
ass.
on guard, bro. I was in middle
Yep.
school, high school, cuz.
Yep.
My auntie homegirls.
Taking advantage of your little young ass.
Grandma them don't
It's
know
kind of the
nothing.
same thing as Sharp though, backwards. And
Yeah.
see, we don't look at it the same way.
Bruh,
We say that.
I hate that shit.
We say that.
But it's not the
I
same
hate
way
that
when we
shit.
look at it.
I hate it, bro. Because before these allegations came out, right, he was up under fire because he said now it hasn't aged that well with the case. But he was up under fire from his case because he was like, I'm tired of hearing date my age. I want to
Yeah.
date my way.
Date my way showed it real quick which way he's going. Yo.
Oh,
That's the
my
problem when you
God.
dating your wage.
So she
He wasn't even dating his wage.
and she was
Yeah.
what, 21? She's 21 now?
She's 22 now.
22.
20.
Yeah.
So you've been fucking with her for a couple years.
couple years.
Going on 3,
Damn.
if not 3 already.
I see that be wrong too, cause we just fucking around. I gotta change you out in a few. Ain't no couple years finna keep
I don't
going
know
like
about
that.
that.
And then she OnlyFans, so like there's a
Yeah.
whole BDSM like category.
Yo, they got
And not like she the only one that's just gonna goddamn get hog tied.
And
You
she
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
that bad.
I don't know how to
I
hog
don't
tie
understand that
nobody.
either. She ain't that bad.
I keep
Bruh,
saying
they never be that
bitch,
bad. They get in trouble for.
She's got like a straight T right here. There's no in depth
Reggie
in the
pack.
nose. It's just a straight. I mean,
She's very
She ain't
un-anti-Semitic.
got all that in the body. She ain't super thick. She real petite.
And they said, Shannon said, if you lose some more weight, I'll buy you some titties. So this nigga
But I thought
like
you
the
said
goddamn-
180. I mean, you
No, she said 180.
I don't think she 180. She
no,
ain't-
remember he was
maybe
like
it's the angle.
180. You ain't no lady.
Oh, well,
Oh,
when
he
he
said
put
that,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
you
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the text message. Okay, nah, I do remember when he said
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So it's like now you want, bro,
Do
make
something,
your,
do something.
man,
Yeah.
make your mind
Man.
up.
Do something, do
God
something.
damn.
That's the throw off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the throw off. Oh, he like thick with me. Now you
yeah,
like
you
this
lying.
goddamn young kid.
He had shit going. Now.
Child.
He had people confused.
Nigga, this nigga.
That's how they normally do.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Slide a hand.
That
Sleight of
boy
hand.
give me a headache. That was sleight of hand.
Hey man, well thank y'all for coming on for a fun episode.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for letting me come with you guys for the Black Effect Podcast Festival. Hopefully we can all
Hope
go
you
as a
come
group
next
again
year.
next
Do it
year.
again next year.
Yes,
We're gonna do
sir.
it again. Again, thank you all for tuning in with us. Stay tuned for the next episode on Palette Podcast.
Yeah.
Peace.
Y'all goddamn check out Ready to Be Accountable Wednesdays. We go live at 9 p.m. Saturdays. We go live at 11 a.m. and we drop pre-recorded every Wednesday at 4:44. And we drop it on Mondays. It's just not a set time. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? But y'all make sure y'all
got them
tap in.
clips
Ready to
for
Be
your
Accountable
clips.
on all platforms.
Facts.
TikTok, Instagram,
Twitch.
YouTube, Twitch. Make sure y'all follow, man. Make sure y'all
X.
follow.
We on X. We got a little goddamn ready to get.
yeah.
We gotta set something up to get you on camera.
Oh man, I knew it. I knew he was
What
gonna.
you
It's your
we already
debut.
talked about it. We
I
already
said
talked
it at
about
the
it.
beginning.
We
I was
already
like,
talked about
damn,
it.
he's gonna make me get on camera, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Yep.
The Lord will
The
be
one and only that can't
the
close.
veil will
The
be
thug of thugs.
I'm gonna put one on before we go out.
okay.
I've had more views than all of y'all.
On
If you haven't
God.
seen me, then
On
that's your
God.
problem.
Fuck
On
you,
God.
man. Talk that shit.
Talk that shit. Rap that shit. Don't take it off. You gotta rap real quick. Let 'em know. You gotta let them know about the Red and the Wheat album coming out.
I'm weak.
That definitely sounded like the Fresh Prince at first.
If I rule the world.
Little bass.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
Hey, thank y'all again, man. For real, appreciate y'all so much. All the knowledge, all the expertise. Y'all great personality. Y'all great podcast. Keep up the great work. Keep up continuing. All this, you blessings are coming in the way, man. Thank y'all.
Appreciate
yeah,
you,
no
brother.
problem, brother.
This is our
Anytime.
brother from another.
Chill.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one, brother.